Wow, it has been a long time since I have sat down and just did a regular video recording instead of a stream. So, hello again, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Marcus. I review stuff, and today I'm reviewing the song "Human Sadness" by the Voidz. As always, this song comes to you as a request from one of my listeners, viewers, whatever you want to call them. So if you'd like to request something, just put it in the comments, and I'll be sure to add it to my list, which is huge. At this point, I've heard a good amount of music from the Voidz. I've listened to their entire Virtue album, which I really like, a really great album. And then just heard a couple of songs here and there from off of Virtue. Like I've heard Mutually Assured Destruction and maybe one or two other songs. And so this comes highly requested from the Voidz, and so really looking forward to it. It is a bit of a longer song, so we'll go ahead and jump right into it. So here we go. Again, this is Human Sadness by the Voidz.
Money in my hand, and I will do the things you want me to.
definitely on the weirder side of things, that's for sure. But I can say I liked it. That was a pretty good song. So let's go ahead and break it down piece by piece, like we always do, of course, starting with those lyrics. So a little bit of info here. It does say that this is the first official release from Tyranny. Human Sadness centers on a sample of Mozart's Requiem in D minor. A requiem is a Catholic mass for the dead. This fits in nicely with the theme of human sadness and may imply that this song serves as the requiem for Julian's relationship with his father. Interesting. And when I did the Strokes' newest album, I am blanking on the name right now for some reason. I'm sure you guys will tell me in the comments. But when I reviewed their most recent album, I remember that one of the tracks in there was also kind of about that relationship, right? I want to say so for sure. Definitely something I'm guessing he struggles with coming to peace with. So Julian Casablancas explained in an interview, Human Sadness, that was something that Alex, the drummer, he brought me the Mozart sample that was the basis. He just played that for me, and that had a deep effect on me. I really loved it, and so I would write melodies over it in different parts. Cool. Quick look at Tyranny. Yeah, I've heard Mutually Assured Destruction. I want to say I've heard Father Electricity. I did another one off of this album, that's for sure. And I want to say it was Father Electricity. But man, I've been listening to so much music in the last 2 years since starting my channel that some of it kind of gets lost in the brain there. Anyway, taking a look at the lyrics. Put money in my hand, and I will do the things you want me to. Vanity overriding wisdom, usually common sense. Should I delete it? You said you'd read it. You promised you would never ruin it with sequels. I wait for you on and on. Beyond all ideas of right and wrong, there is a field. I will be meeting you there. Beyond all ideas of right and wrong, there is a field. I will be meeting you there. Beyond all ideas of right and wrong, there is the moon's a skull. I think it's grinning. The room is full of people now. I think it's spinning. Wanted you, didn't ask for nothing. Wait for you, on. And I don't need your tie. I don't need to. Tired of saying it. We don't need more talk. Don't empty out your canteen on the desert floor. It's all my fault. Never want to spell it out. I just want to say that it is all my fault. I could never spit it out. I don't want to fix your tie. Never want to say you're sad. Thankful that we got some chance. I know you won't get back your time. I wish that you could take it back. It sounds like someone who maybe regrets having a child is kind of what I'm getting from this one. I wonder if his father maybe lived with a certain amount of regret in, with having children. I don't know. Beyond all ideas of right and wrong, there's a field. I will be meeting you there. Beyond all ideas of right and wrong, there's a field. I'll be meeting you there. He wanted it more than me, I suppose. I was in a rush to wait in a line. Now I hear echoes of my old self. This is not the way to be. All at once I lost my way. Is it not true the things that we did? Come here at once and look what they did. Come here, shut down and tune in tonight. Learn the words that they teach you without you realizing it. Come here, sit down and watch some TV. Mine, all mine, wait your turn, cross my fingers. Slice his hand, not your son, not your friend, not your enemy. I rely on the little things to get me by. Conscience says I'm okay. You don't hear what they say. He's not my son. Search his home. Damn. So I wonder if there was some sort of betrayal there as well. Off to war. It's time to go hide inside. Soft skin, weak chin. Just walk me through it. Tell me what to do. I'll do it. Hurry, hurry. That's my baby. Oh, do what you can. All the time he waits for me. And now we talk from time to time. Hits you on the head when nobody's there. Then he says, come here, could you fix my tie? It's never going to be. So yeah, I mean, now that kind of brings it right around, right? Where it's just like he's always been kind of a dick, and then when he wants me to do something nice for him, it's all of a sudden like he's forgotten about it, right? So it's never going to be. To be is not the way to be. Show me where to go. Don't get angry so quickly. Fuck depression. Beyond all ideas of right and wrong, there's a field. I'll be meeting you there. Understanding is more important than love is. If not, money will always trump justice. If not, money will always trump justice. All is lost, I'll find my way. So I say to be is not to be. To be is not the way to be. Lyrically it's very interesting. And I feel like it's very dense lyrically. There's a lot written there. I feel like that might just be like Julian Casablancas' lyrical writing style is just very dense, kind of hard to sift through at times, but very interesting, I will say. And so lyrically, I give it 2 thumbs up. Why not? As far as the instrumentation goes, there was a lot to like here, and a lot going on here as well. I feel like I really liked the guitar throughout. Really, in the first stages of the song, you had this nice little like guitar melody playing under all the other things that were kind of happening in the song. And then as the song goes on, you get that really cool guitar solo, get some great guitar work in general. But that guitar solo definitely stood out as something worth going back and listening to. The drum work throughout was also really good. There was a really cool like sort of drum solo, drum lick in there that was really fun. Drum fill, I guess I should say, maybe not a lick. But yeah, that was really cool. So drumming throughout was really good as well. And then you had all the other things going on. I'm assuming a lot of that was made with like keyboard or some sort of synthesizer. Let me see if there's any sort of what is the word I'm looking for here? So it looks like guitar was Jeremy Gritter, Amir Yagami. Yeah, so synthesizer. So the synth throughout I felt like was really solid. And even some times in there where I was like, that's cool. It really came to the forefront and made for a really great sound. But yeah, it looks like that was kind of where a lot of that sound came from. And then keyboards, also Jeff Kite. So keyboards, synth, whatever was making all those other sounds that weren't, guitar-based drums, I think was cool and added just this really like kind of weird sort of foreboding vibe. And I guess, it is based on, what was it, Requiem in D minor. So again, Requiem being sort of like a goodbye, a funeral, that kind of thing. So yeah, it made sense that it was kind of creepy and it felt like it was sort of very lamenting in tone. So instrumentally, I think this one was very solid. I think vocally, Julian Casablancas, of course, does a great job. They were putting his voice through some sort of weird, modulator or whatever throughout most of the song. But I think that really made for a cool effect when mixed with the synthesizer and the keyboards and everything. So overall, instrumentally and vocally, I got to give this one 2 thumbs up for sure. It was definitely a really great song. I think it built up really nicely. So definitely deserving of that praise. And as far as replay value goes, this one's on the longer side. Almost 11 minutes long. And it does kind of take a little bit to get into that really fun second half of the song, but I still think it's a really good journey. I think it has some room on my playlist, and I'm excited to listen to it again. So I think for replay value, get this one 2 thumbs up as well. Overall, a pretty good song, and just definitely looking forward to listening to it again. It's still expanding my Voidz discography, if you will. Like, again, I've heard all of Virtue, and now I'm hearing a few songs here and there off of Tyranny. So really excited to hear more from them. Overall, great request, great song. Thank you so much for whoever requested this one. It's probably a few people at this point, but yes, thank you again for the request. As always, if you would like to make a request, just leave it in the comments, and I'll be sure to add it to my list. And if you enjoyed the music as much as I did, go support the artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can. And of course, if you want to support me, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.